Hello and welcome to the James Granström Podcast. Today I'm very excited to have Ryan Starkey as my guest on the podcast. Ryan is a friend and he has an enormous amount of people following him on TikTok because of the positive messages that he shares. So I'm really excited to share with you this week's superstar model, Ryan Starkey.
Hello, how's it going?
Very well indeed, mate. Thanks for joining me on the show today. Just for a little bit of background, I've known Ryan for a few years and he's the brother of a good mate of mine as well. But Ryan suddenly came to mind to have on the show just recently because I was starting to share some of my bite-sized videos on TikTok and lo and behold, Ryan's face pops up. And he's sharing these inspiring messages, just everything that we're all about on the Superstar model, sharing positive messages, sharing all tips about health and well-being and mental health and, giving people a positive boost. And one of Ryan's videos found its way into my inbox somehow. And I just went to do a little check because I hadn't spoken to Ryan for a little while. And oh my golly, has his network expanded in the short amount of time since COVID has begun. And it's great to see friends of mine who I haven't connected with for a couple of years since I've been away from the UK to doing outstanding and amazing things such as Ryan. So very excited, very happy to have you on the show. And it's great to see you doing so well, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's nice to be on here as well.
Good
Yeah, it's
stuff.
good to see your face as well because I haven't seen you for a couple of years.
Absolutely, mate. We used to be training in the park doing pull-ups and boxing and everything like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's great to see you, mate. It's a long time. So the intention of today's show is to really share, something that you've been doing behind the scenes, behind you. You obviously take great care of your body, you're taking great care of your mind, but it's almost as if you've been chipping away at helping people using social media, in particularly TikTok. Tell people a little bit about yourself, because there's a real this conversation I'm really enthused and excited about because it's so relatable to absolutely everybody right now, and that someone somewhere is going to really pick this message up and really use it wisely of what Ryan's sharing. So how did this your well-being journey of yours start, mate?
Well, the whole reason why I started TikTok is I had I was with a girl and it didn't go well. I was dating this girl for a year and a half, and she just one day got up and left. And for a few months, I was down in the dumps and I was quite in a low place. And most days I didn't want to get out of bed, and I was just a bit of a mess. And I started just messing about on TikTok, just watching videos, and then I started just recording my daily thing where I'd go out and with people, just trying to mix with positive people, just to try and lift my spirits as well. Just
Was
tell
this
people I
during
had a good.
COVID or was this after COVID?
This
Was
was
it
during COVID. Yeah, this
during
was during
COVID, right?
COVID. Yeah, so this happened. I started end of February last year, so just over a year been doing it for.
Okay.
So yeah, just started doing videos about keeping your mind active and being around positive people and listening to positive music and stuff and trying to change my mindset. And eventually, in like a couple of months' time, I felt so much better in myself, and I wanted to try and help people feel better as well about themselves if they've been through that experience of a breakup and stuff, and just trying to help people, make them realize it'll be better in a few months' time. Like you won't feel like this for a long time. So I just wanted to help people in that way, and then it just changed where I was trying to motivate people and give them positive sayings and stuff daily, and just have a little bit of a twist to it. So I'd bring my personality into it. So like I would do a bed roll, just try and make it a little bit more fun because
Yeah.
I don't take things too serious in life, and I just try and bring a bit more of a jokey thing to it. Just try and make people smile a bit better. So
Mate, well,
that's
that
what.
comes across, and like, how big's your network now? I mean, you've got videos that have gone completely viral on TikTok.
Yeah, so I'm on just over 213,000 followers on TikTok, and then I've had a few videos go viral. And the latest one that went viral was actually with my dad. which was quite a funny one. So yeah, it's been nice getting all these messages from people. The response I've been getting is made my parents, like, it's made them proud as well that I'm making a difference over people's lives as well. And receiving all these messages from people saying that they've been so low that they've been thinking about ending their life, but then they saw me on TikTok and I've changed their thoughts. I've made them smile, at least. I made them smile, and even help them with more positive thinking as well, which is quite a nice feeling to have, knowing that you've made someone feel
Someone
good.
else's day, mate. That is
Yeah.
beautiful, mate. That's so powerful to be able to have reached out to people that maybe you don't even know, and something that you said or something you shared, and maybe even that lightness of the bedroll and then bringing up into action can turn someone's day around just by something that you say. That's the power and the impact that we have, each of us have. So Ryan just started from being in a very low moment and pivoting and using it as fuel to turning it into trying to help other people. And I really love that story, mate, because that it's difficult to do, because if you're challenged or you're emotionally challenged, you're going through a breakup, or something's happened in your business, or something's happened with your health, or something's happened with a member of your family, the only thing you can really control is like trying to feed yourself that positivity. And did you say it took a couple of months before that mental headspace began to sort of shift? How long did it take for you?
Yeah, it took a few months, I'll admit, but it definitely helped having my mum and dad on the phone pretty much daily. They were the ones that actually made me feel better about myself. So a lot of it was down to my mum and dad that made me feel better, and then putting that positive thought across to me to make me feel better.
Was it like the videos that you were doing was the stuff that you were telling yourself, which was also helping other people?
Pretty much, yeah, it would be.
So
Yeah,
you're kind of teaching what you need to help heal yourself.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? But at the same time, it's extremely simple. All of us are wanting to better our lives, be in perhaps a better position than where we're at. But the only way we can do that is by putting ourselves out there and not being afraid to fail. And just you shooting a little uplifting video is not only helping loads of other people, it's also helping yourself simultaneously.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I was just thinking it was just simple videos. I was just keeping them short and sweet. I've never been one for words when I was younger and stuff, and short and sweet was what I got told when I was a kid growing up. But short and sweet is the best thing. So that's what I did in my videos, just keep them like 15 seconds long, just a short little video, make someone smile, and then go on to the next one, and then go from there. And it seems to be paying off. So
Oh, mate, and that's great. And I'm sure there's a lot more to come from you with regards to that. So that was your mental state. Like, we've trained with one another. How important is taking care of the body for you as well? Because taking care of your mind and positive thinking is really important. It goes without saying, but how important is it of you taking care of your body as well? How much of that is important to you in your life, Ryan?
oh, cool. Yeah, so exercise is a big thing for me. I've always been sporty growing up. Exercise is an antidepressant. So when you do exercise, it makes you feel good about yourself, knowing that you're doing something for you. So for me, going to the gym every day is a must. Not every day, probably 4 or 5 times a week is a must, because it makes me feel better mentally and physically as well. So it definitely helps with your mind. If you do more exercise and stuff and eating well, it definitely plays a part in your mindset as well, I feel.
Were you exercising a lot even during those tough days?
Yeah, I try to. So I try and come up with a routine. So when I'd wake up, obviously sometimes I didn't want to get up out of bed. I'd force myself to get up, and then I'd go and do some exercise, and I'd whack on some like beaty music, so it makes you feel good. And so I'd go and skip for like an hour every morning, knowing I was doing good for my body and good for my mental health as well. And I just try and keep my mind busy. That's pretty much it. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you're
No.
experiencing challenge, you want to have what simple little action or thing can I do or thing can I think that will help me in this moment. And so for
Yeah,
you,
cool.
like going off doing that skipping, what about food wise? Were you good on the food? Did you try and were you disciplined? Did you have self control? Where were you at in that challenge?
At the time, I wasn't eating much at all. I didn't feel
Wow.
like eating. But then that soon changed. I got my appetite back. I was eating my usual big meals because I do enjoy my food. I eat quite a bit of food, but I was vegan at the time. I'm not vegan anymore at the moment. I'm going to go back vegan. So I always eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, and that's what I always enjoyed doing is eating fruit. If that's like my sweets, I enjoy eating fruit.
So if someone was going through something challenging right now, what is something that you would say right now that would really help someone on their journey to, finding that balance, finding that equilibrium again? What would be one of your like words of like wisdom that you'd share, one of your like magic quotes that you share on your videos?
Pain is only temporary, and it's not going to last forever. It's like a bad day. It might last for a day, but the next day will be different. It'll be better. So you got to get in your head that it's not going to last forever. It might last for a few weeks or a couple of months. You don't know, but it's going to improve. It's going to get better, and you never know what's going to happen in the future. Like good things can come in the future.
Do you feel like you found your purpose in like sharing and helping so many people?
Yeah, I do. This is why I've always liked helping people. I've always liked making people smile. I remember when I was a kid growing up, I always used to see elderly people gardening and seeing them struggling, bending over. I always said to my mum and dad, when I'm older, I want to help old people do their gardens up because I just felt bad for them. I've always liked helping people and making feel good. And it makes you feel good knowing that you've helped someone as well. If I can help people online, make them feel better and do that as a job, if you could make money from it, then I would love to do that. I definitely feel that this is something that I was meant to do. And I think it's showing this is what I'm meant to do with such a good response that I've got.
I always say that life sends you breadcrumbs about what's right for you, and if something's taking off, it's something for you to follow up because
Yeah,
it's a bit of an indication that that's a green light for you. That is a
yeah, of
green light.
course.
What you're saying is making an impact. What you're doing is making an impact,
Yeah,
and everything else is just helping you support yourself along the way. And I don't know when your TikTok exploded, but it popped into my feed recently, and I was like, wow, what an impact you've been making. And it's so great to see that. And I can definitely see that this is only going to be a route to more and more personal fulfillment, which will create the success. Because I believe happiness and success are totally combined. They come as a same package.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah,
so I personally feel from watching your videos, the enthusiasm, your natural passion, it's really shining through. But just in a bit of conclusion here, as we sort of begin to round up a little bit, I just wanted to say if someone was listening right now and was having a bit of a tough time, I know you've said the pain is temporary. Is there anything else you could tell someone right now who's listening that what you shared on your videos where loads of people have responded?
blimey, I hate being put on the spot. This is why I
Pretend
said
you
we're
just
recording
rolled over
video.
the bed and then you just suddenly sprung into action.
It goes back to that pain is only temporary thing because I know what it's like to be hurt and let down by people, and it's not a nice feeling. That's only for a short time.
I really liked, for me, when I noticed one of your videos, you were just saying, just want to let you know you're beautiful. I don't know if you've forgotten, but, but those little things make such an impact to a lot of people because people forget that. They forget that the simplicity is the key to life.
Yeah, of course. Because I've had so many people that they've seen my videos that I know, and people that I work with, and a lot of them are like, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it, that video? I'm like, yeah, it might be rubbish to you, but a lot of people don't get told that they're beautiful because they don't have someone around them that tells them that. So I'm just reminding them that they are beautiful. It doesn't matter if they don't see it at the time. They're beautiful in different ways. That's the thing. Like it's not always about looks. It's about you have a beautiful personality. I'm not the best looking of guys, but I think like I've got quite a good personality and a good energy.
And you've got,
And
you've got big heart, mate, and that's the bit that shows. And most people who are like really muscular usually try and build chest to cover or hide their heart because they don't want they feel vulnerable, right?
Yeah, of course.
But
Yeah,
with you good self, I mean, that's just like psychology in action, in emotion there. But with your
yeah.
good self, you're like, right, this is me.
Well, that is. I just with my video, I'm just being me. That's all it is. When people message me, I just say to them, I'm just being myself. I'm just saying it how it is. I'm just being my normal kiddish self, rolling over my bed, and I say something, and then it's just yeah. That's all it is. I don't mind showing my emotions to people. I think it's a normal thing to do, and telling people that they're beautiful or whatever, or amazing, or that you're proud of them. What's wrong in that? It's a good thing to
Because
make
maybe not
people.
everybody's got a parent, maybe not everybody's got someone who cares, maybe not everybody's got someone in their corner being able to say that. But you've kind of tried to step into that role to
Yeah, of course.
try
Yeah,
and be that person in their corner who might not be there physically, that is there on that video or whatever to be able to share.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing, because I can't be there in person to tell them. It's probably weird coming from a phone, but that's the only way I can do it. And if it can make someone feel good and smile, then all good and well. I'm doing the right thing. So that's why I enjoy doing it. And a lot of people say, well, surely you should be making money from this. It's like, I don't really care, like, to be honest, about the money. And it's never been about the money. It's just been about making people smile and feeling good. That's all it's been about. To be honest, money's not everything. It doesn't bring you happiness, but it only brings you happiness if you give it to other people. That's what Pitbull quoted, which I liked about that one.
It's the purpose inside that's really, what most people are aching for, and it's trying to find a way to help other people in some kind of way with your own skill set, with your own talents, and not being afraid to just be yourself and be silly.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe do a
Yeah,
roly poly over the bed and then say something inspiring
yeah.
as you do, but in keeping it simple, which is, I guess, sometimes the hardest thing to do.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of the time, people overthink stuff and make it too complicated. It's just keep it simple. And a lot of the time, that's the best thing to do. Is just keep it simple and get it across and get the job done.
Fantastic, mate. So if people wanted to discover and know a little bit more about you and get inspired and have some nice inspirational tips from your good self.
All right. So my TikTok name is official Starkey 1991. And I have an Instagram page which is RL Star19. I've also got the mugs on my website as well, a positive mug.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in that, you're welcome to go and check out my website, which is on my TikTok page as well.
Fantastic, mate. And I know there's a lot more stuff coming from you. We'll keep eyes peeled and ears open to see what's coming from you as you're growing. The demand for some of the simple and beautiful things that you share are growing as well, aren't they?
Yeah, there's definitely more coming. I can tell you that.
Fantastic, mate. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the show. It's been great talking to you. Ryan Starkey is our super soul model this week. So thank you so much for coming on the show. And as always, for all you listening, just wanted to say, I hope you've enjoyed the show. And if you've got any questions or you'd like to tap in with Ryan, just feel free to connect with him on social or connect with me and just tap us in about any questions you might have. Always love to hear your questions or any of your main takeaways. But until the next episode, I just want to say once again, big thank you to Ryan.
Thank you.
And until next episode, I wish you green lights all the way.